Hello YouTube. Just thought I'd take a moment here to show you how I plan on converting this portable beverage cooler from Coleman that I bought from Walmart. I think I paid less than $8 for this thing, into a small little personal air conditioning unit that I will be using inside Little Blue 2, my minivan camper. I had made a similar unit a while back on my Way Too Cool channel, but I don't think many people saw it. So I'm going to try to make one and put it on Living in a Van channel, because I think I lost the other one or threw it away or whatever after my stay over at Camp Freedom 2. So all it takes is really a cooler like this, and I like this one because it's only $8 and it's the perfect size to, the perfect size opening here to mount the fan that'll be used to blow the cold air. And how it works essentially is you're just using it to hold ice or ice water, and you're gonna mount the fan up here, and you drill a hole here, and the fan will pull in air, blow across the cold air inside here, and blow it out the little tiny hole at you. And what it'll do is actually cool you down. It won't cool down a whole van, but if you point the unit at yourself while you're sleeping or just sitting there, the air that comes out of it will be ice cold because you're blowing air that's ice cold right at yourself. So just a little bit of additional cooling capability by blowing air through ice here. Some people would say it's a swamp cooler, but a swamp cooler tends to blow like air across water, and in the water, the air that goes across the water has moisture in it, so it evaporates, and then when it hits you, it's cooler. This is a similar effect, but you're already blowing cold air, ice cold air, so it works really well. Some people on the forums and stuff say this kind of unit won't work in Florida due to the humidity, but I've done it and it does work. It does make it pretty much freezing cold at night sometimes. So, if you want to try to experiment, it is something worth doing, I think, for, you got $8 for the cooler, and then about $12 to $15 for the fan unit itself. You can have a portable air conditioning unit that runs off 12 volts for less than 25 bucks. So definitely, I think something worth building, at least to try out, but don't expect it to cool down your whole vehicle. I am going to begin construction by simply just unpeeling this stuff off here, if I can. That way it just looks like a nice clean surface. I'll leave the Coleman on the back, just so it'll be branded, a branded Coleman air conditioner. Woohoo! And then the lid we're actually not going to need. It's pretty cool. It's got a sippy cup, or a sippy pouring spout. But we're not really going to need this cover, which just unscrews. And then inside is what we really want, just the fact that it's a cooler. And I am going to drill a hole here. Now to do that, I actually have a special tool. It's a little toolkit that I have. I know it's hard to see here. Let me see if I can get it into the sun or something here so you can see. But this is the little toolkit here that I have, but it's got these little round blades that I think I use for cutting holes, like on a door or something. And I'm taking the biggest one here that they have, which is probably about 2 inches. And it has a little threaded bolt thing that goes on to help you drill. So it's got a little starter drill hole. You put that in and line it up. Then you screw this on like this and just kind of make it tight here. Then you just put that on a drill, as a drill bit, and begin drilling. So this is what it looks like once I put the hole cutting drill bit on there, and you just spin it and it cuts in a circle. So I'm gonna put this near the top because I want some space down here for the ice and the water and stuff that can be in there. I'm planning on using ice from not little bottles, but cups, the 48-ounce cups that I get from racetrack and other gas stations or fast food restaurants. But I'm gonna put this right here in the center. I think this is gonna be a good spot right here, as I need to drill right here. So let me look, and I think right over here is where I'm gonna put it. So I'll begin by drilling. It's a little hard to get the drill started, but... Oh, okay. was it. And believe it or not, construction's pretty much done. It was just a matter of cleaning out all this plastic parts and styrofoam that have blown through. And then all we do is add ice, put the fan on it, and it should be blowing ice cold air right at you. So we'll try it out. Now, I just rinsed this off, and I currently don't have the cups with the ice in it. I have to pick that up when I'm actually on the road. And since I still have Walter's house, I do have some frozen water. I have like bottled water here. Some Zephyr Hills water bottle that I had just thrown into the freezer, and they're frozen solid. So I'm putting 3 in here, 3 frozen water bottles. And then that should cool down the air. And if I wanted to, I could also add water to make it even cold, you know, to spread out the cold some more, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave the bottles sealed in there, and then just simply mount this in the vehicle and show you how it works. Alright, I just wanted to quickly show you how I ended up mounting it. You can see the little clip on, I just flipped it to the point where, you know, it clips on like this. And you can see our ice is in there. You put the fan on it. It's a perfect seal, which is why I like the size for this fan, this particular fan. And then when I turn on the unit, here we can see our hole where it's going to blow the cold air out at us, because the fan will turn on, pull in air through here, and blow it right out this one hole, which is a small hole. And that should allow us to experience ice cold air blowing at us. Like I said, it's not going to be a powerful enough unit to cool down the whole vehicle, and it only works while you have cold water or ice in there. But I turned it on, and already I can feel the cold air blowing at me. And you can see it's not too loud, and it runs off 12 volts. So this is one way to get a personal cooler right here. Oh, this cold air feels so good. You know, having air circulating and moving, it makes it nice to be in a van, you know, to cool yourself down. But when it's blowing air that's already cool, which it is in here, because you essentially are blowing ice cold air at yourself. So it's not super cold, like, you know, I wouldn't say it'd be as cold as an actual air conditioner, but the air that comes out of here is colder than regular air blowing inside the vehicle. And it's a small enough unit that you could run it off a 12-volt battery system, you know, that you have set up for your vehicle. So definitely, I think something worth building if you have the room and want to spend about $20, $25 to build a personalized air conditioner. And it is something I plan on using when I'm sleeping if it gets super hot at night. Most of the time, the fans, I got like 3 of them here, are more than adequate for staying cool to sleep in the vehicle. But I thought I would just build this for those of you who are interested in doing it, and for myself, I will use it also because it's been like excruciatingly hot in Florida recently. And having a unit like this, it's so small, I could move it around, and it's so quiet. Listen to it, you could barely hear it, because all you're really hearing is the 12-volt fan, and this is an old one, so. But this is pretty much it. Blowing nice cold air at myself. Oh, it feels so good. I hope you enjoyed this video and find it useful. I'm going to try to figure out where I can mount this. Let me show you the final mount and what I end up doing with it. But definitely a nifty little idea for staying cool without spending too much money. And it's something that I think could be run inside a van because, you know, it's only 12-volt system. You could even make a couple of these and have it all blowing cold air. Then maybe it might be enough to cool the vehicle down, but I doubt it. The biggest thing you can do really is get out of your vehicle during the daytime, because it's like sitting in a tin can or an oven cooking. So, you know, I would use this at night while I'm trying to sleep, not run it during the day hoping that it would be enough to cool the inside the entire vehicle, because that's not going to happen. Here then is how I'm probably going to mount this. It's not even mounted. I can put it right here on the side of the bed and maybe even set it here on this little ledge here. But I could tilt this, the blower's right there, to blow right at me while I'm sleeping, and it should be enough to keep me cool. Now, like I said, you could probably use like raw ice in here, which would probably be even cooler. And if you put water in it, it'll be more surface area to cool down. And when you have ice cold water, when that fan hits it, it'll blow the ice cold air out at you. Right now it's blowing cold air. It's not super cold because it's getting the air that's been cooled down from hitting the bottles that are in there. So hopefully this video gave you some ideas, and some of you are going to try this. And like I said, don't expect it to be like as cold as a air conditioner, but for what you're paying, I think it's something worth doing. Also, the other thing is you can get free ice, you know, just by following my advice to just get those large cups and just ask the restaurants and the gas stations if you can get some ice. If they charge you anything, it's going to be like 25 or 50 cents. But so far, I've had every single one of them say, you know, feel free to grab some. So take care, everyone. Stay cool. God bless you all.